Joint manager Craig Holloway with me. Craig, 2-2 draw here at Bury, but Margate should have won that, I thought.
Yeah, I thought throughout the whole game we was the better team. Josh, obviously he's come in today because I was suspended. He'd done a good job. He's had hardly any saves to make. I think their keepers made probably 4 to 5 saves. We've created a lot more chances than them. So it was a good team performance, but sort of disappointed that we didn't go and get the 3 points.
What was different about today's performance than we've seen from Margate lately, do you think?
Difficult to pinpoint. Certain boys are starting to learn how to play in terms of making decisions on the pitch. For instance, Ryan Dolby, he's come in and done a great job for us left back. Now he's actually understanding when to serve balls, when to hit the strikers, and when to obviously play to feet. But today he played some great balls into the second striker, where George has come out, and then the second striker's Kezi's pinned up their centre half, and he's wrapped some great balls in there. And that's when we got a lot of joy in the second half from.
And I thought in the centre of midfield as well, someone like Jermaine Brown in there just to steady things up, just to win the ball, lay it off, that kind of thing. I think that made a difference as well today, didn't it? Yeah,
Brownie, he's had a sort of, when I first brought him in, I know he's a gifted player, because obviously I played with him at Arsenal. He's technically very good, he's composed on the ball. It's been sort of difficult for him because he's had his injury of his ankle, and sort of tried to come back against Enfield when it weren't right. And then he's had a little time out again, but today he gave us a bit of protection in front of the back four, and when we did need to slow the game down, he did give you that composure and to keep it.
And from your own point of view, a different perspective on the game today, from being a manager's perspective, how helpful was that to be able to see the game from the side, if you like, from a central position across the pitch? Did that tell you anything different?
In certain little bits, yes, but obviously I had to stand behind the dugout, so my view was a bit obscured sometimes, but you see little things. But to be fair to the boys today, they worked their socks off, they've done really well, and all I can really take out of it is obviously a positive for Josh. He's played another game for the first team for a young lad who's only 17. Tom Murphy done really well again. We just need to try and get him a bit more consistent. Kezi, George worked their socks off. Bod's worked his socks off again, and you know what you're going to get from Andy Burns. He just runs around as your little rat for you, and then your two centre halves. One their headers done the difficult things well, and the fullback's done well. So, like I say, I'm pleased that the performance was really good, but I felt that we should have probably gone on and won the game.
You were talking just now about the number of saves that their keeper had to make. There were 2 or 3 that he really clawed out the top corner. You wouldn't have minded making those, would you?
Yeah. But, you look at the game as a neutral. We've created a lot more chances than them, which is pleasing because we've come away from home. Obviously, it's quite a little journey up here. But I felt that we dictated our game to them today, and opposed them. And it was pleasing at times, but it was just wasn't enough to get the 3 points.
Looking forward now to Tuesday, Kent Senior Cup game. It could be an odd end of season, perhaps disappointing in the context of playoffs, but the opportunity of a Kent Senior Cup final, although potentially 2 matches this week. What are your thoughts heading in towards the Ebbsfleet game, first of all?
Well, we'll just obviously see tomorrow if we've got any injuries. At present, there's none, so we'll put a strong team out. It's a quarter final. And any cup competition you want to do well in, so we'll put a strong team out. I don't see why we shouldn't do that. There's only 2 games left. I expect the boys to give it their all in that game, and then we go towards Saturday against Harrowborough and hopefully finish the season with 3 points.
Well, Craig, well done on the performance today. Unlucky it's not 3 points, but a point it is. 2-2 against Bury.
Cheers, Rosie. Tom, mate.